No, don't let it fall. You seem very stressed, Goldy. Are you okay?
Just normally I get here as soon as set everything up.
Aw.
But it was like an emergency. We need the meds. Like, okay, I'll get them now.
Yeah.
Okay. Right. Good to go.
You didn't come on yesterday, Manji.
Sorry, I completely forgot. I actually wound up started playing with CJ, playing some Far Cry 5 and 6, sorry, and kind of lost track of time. Basically did them on Minecraft. Sorry. But we can still play it. I mean, watch it.
We'll probably be playing after the game tonight.
Okay. Also, real quick, I need to mute the stream. Snooky, we're talking about something personal before, and I just wanted to make sure we're up live. But yeah, we are. No sound. Thank you. Okay, sorry, stream. We're back. I wanted to do a quick meeting about life stuff. Bring my players up to speed. For today's game, we're down Jodie. She is meeting with a friend, which is rare for her.
Yay.
From what she told us. So she wanted to go do that. And so we said, okay. Today's mostly planning and maneuvering and expediting where you guys want to go, where you want to research. I'm fine if you guys want to direct it, but what I'll do is instead of giving you guys some signposts and some ideas, I want you guys to just run it. You have questions, I'll answer them. You want to talk to an NPC, I'll make it happen. You guys remember where you left off? You guys got notes? You got lots of contacts, and the world is open. So you guys direct it and I'll run it.
The last thing that I wrote was talk to tribes or Goliath. Is that what we decided on, or was that something we were discussing?
That's what we were aiming for, but I distinctly remember last time we were like, we could go to a number of different places.
Right.
Well, seems a good idea.
What I remember was we were deciding between one of Delhi's tribes, the Goliath thing, and potentially hitting East Haven on the way because it is on the way.
Yeah, I think that's what we had decided.
We didn't save
Yes.
East Haven though. It doesn't exist.
No, but the Shardland statue, we wanted to figure out if it's still dangerous, the parts of it, or if it survived or whatnot. And maybe the library had any remnants. We haven't checked that yet.
Remind me, remember there was a statue of like this demonic figure?
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm
and-
talking about.
Is that okay? Apologies.
Yeah.
It's been a minute.
Don't worry. I'm getting hungry. Okay, I had a small dinner.
Well then, guess that's the pathway. I'm just keep staring at my hand.
Did we stop in Brinchander or Targos at this point?
Carrie's token represents where you are.
Targos, okay.
Baragos.
Carries
And Chambered.
There's a
at
second
the
Carrie's
ID
token?
Ascendant.
At the id ascendant? Okay, I'll delete that one. Looks like I just forgot to remove the small one. Carry down a little bit
So
there.
should we help to bring Shander?
Yeah.
Okay. You guys head to Bryn Shander. Please move your token, Devii.
I forgot. I'm lagging right now. I forgot, Goldy. Why are you looking at your hand?
Sorry?
I forgot why
Oh,
you're
I'm
looking
doing-
at your hand.
The ring. I kind of want to clean it.
Oh, please do. No, I think I already prestidigitated it.
It is
Green.
a magic rain and therefore does not retain any of that. The grossness just sloughs off.
It still feels gooey.
On your
It's
head.
got OxyClean's patent pendant goo-free sauce on it.
That's a lot of damage.
I don't see my character on the map.
May's here.
Wait,
Oh.
did you say sauce? Wouldn't that put us
Am
in
I
the
supposed
exact
to-
same place?
Did you say to move him to Bryn Shander?
Someone moved
I'm
you there
moving.
already.
Okay. Oh, you already moved it. Okay.
This is a conversation on the way.
Don't worry, it's all in your head. It's actually clean.
Guys.
Okay.
We actually saw our enemy for the first time. Shouldn't we discuss about anything we figured out?
We found out she's an ugly bitch.
Yeah.
I wanted to say it.
the
I
only
wanted
thing
to
that-
say it.
Only thing new we really did was verify what she looks like and the fact that the rock seems to hate Angaju. But did you notice anything different?
I'm thinking, how was she casting spells, and like, did she have a focus or something?
I don't know
Or
how
spell?
demigods work. Do they even
Me
use
neither.
focus?
Me neither.
Hmm.
Like, who was the closest? I think. Who would have seen more?
I was pretty close, but I was frozen, so I wasn't able to.
I kind of ducked behind the mast after taking a shot, so
Yeah.
I probably didn't see much. I was thinking this could be a good flashback thing, but I don't know how much Rob wants to give
Hmm.
based on
You only get one.
that kind of thing.
Can we roll to see how much we notice about the casting?
I will give you a Arcana or a. You know what? No, we're at some pretty important questions. I'm gonna make this just an Arcana check, and the DC will be
Not it.
very high because this is a high stress moment.
I'm not very good at Arcana.
Me neither.
I have a DC in my head, so you guys may roll. Let me know what you get.
I am good at it, but I am driving.
I'll roll for you.
Oh, I
Do you
suppose
remember
I
what
have
your
two.
bonus is, perchance, Dallan? Or do you want to pull your sheet up?
Pull the sheet up, but I just have to type V. It'll be fine.
To be fair, we
Me.
just think.
Your Arcana is a +7. So this is a weird thing where the DC scales with your ability, because I want to have it to be about the same general thing. And
I
I
rolled a
will not
17 for
let
him.
the people that were hiding, because I think Mesh already knows this, the people that didn't get a shot at look at it. Because, yeah.
I rolled a 17 for Dallan.
Yep. That's why I didn't suggest it.
Dallan got a +7, so that makes what, Cari?
24.
Okay. Is anyone else rolling? No?
Is it momotable? Can we all just do it?
Can you even roll that high? Can anyone else roll that high? With their Arcana bonus?
27.
It might not be worth doing it then.
I think Valen is the only other option.
Oh yeah, I forgot I have that one.
Yeah, you've been very quiet over there.
She rolled a natural 16 with expertise from memory.
Oh, jeez. +10.
26. Well,
Nice.
both of Dallan and Vanvalor, both Vanvalor and Velen. I'll say you guys have a discussion. Be like, well, I saw her using something as a focus, a part of her staff, but I didn't get a clear look at it. It didn't look like something arcane. Vanvalor, you would rack your mind and you're saying, well, there's definitely not any of the traditional arcane focuses going through what Velen knows about wizardry. So in the natural sense of casting spells, even though you guys are taking this as a minor deity, you know, it doesn't make sense that she can cast spells as a minor deity if she is breaking the laws of the arcane. But with the realms of music, you know, none of those things. So bardic type magic, arcane type magic. You guys have talked with Devii, and you've seen Devii cast spells before. You've also seen Breker cast spells before, with his focuses being very kind of more in the religious realm. It's super different. But then it clicks when you guys are kind of like thinking, kind of looking through each of the party members and thinking how they cast magic. And then you guys actually find the answer when Goldy is kind of just looking at his ring. It's a lot like when he casts Speak with Animals. It's almost druidic. There's some kind of focus with the connection with nature. And the ice that rose out of the spell whole person that came sourced from the person and also the staff, maybe? Your guess is it might have been infused with it, but none of you are experts in this realm of nature and how natural magic works. The only thing you've been able to observe is your friend Cortera, who used predominantly his wits rather than his magic, as you guys remember. and his smarts. And then with Goldy, his in tuneness with just animal nature is pretty much the only thing you guys haven't experienced with natural magic up to this point.
Whoa, useful.
But 26 and 24 beat the DC, so there you go.
I wouldn't have ever seen anything similar to Mateo's magic, would I?
Mateo. Which one was that one, Cari?
The sorcerer. Here's from my backstory.
Yeah, which one?
He was like 8th level. Which one?
Was he on your main ship? Your parent ship?
Yeah, my main ship, not the pirate ship.
Okay. So he
was at least at 8 level.
was he the one that
He's the love interest.
he was not there when you left. He left
no,
before
he was
that.
somewhere in the Feywild. Yeah.
No, his magic is almost like yours when you first started. It's very bardic in source.
Okay.
But definitely has a bit more of a
flair.
He likes to make you believe it's him, you know?
Yeah.
That's his thing. He's like, this is more me than magic. He's like, what is magic? I'm magical, you know, that type of thing.
Yeah.
Even though he's just messing around.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you haven't seen him for a long time.
I think it's been like 60 years. So I can't remember how long we said I was on the pirate ship.
I don't know if you'll let this be a flashback, but do we have a chance to figure out how she was communicating with the rock? If I flash back and detect thoughts or something.
Flashback moments won't be a combat sequence.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
I'd like to flashback and kill her. Bonk her right on the head.
Flashback are going to be more for when you guys are planning. So in Targos, Bryn Shander, something you missed down the road, this is going to be like preparation type flashbacks.
On the bouble.
Yeah, on the bubble.
Mesh, stop trying to open up cans of worms.
I'm more than happy for you guys to burn your flashbacks this early. I just didn't think it was going to happen. I thought you guys were going to save it for a rainy day.
I don't know how many we get.
1. Each.
I did not know. Oh, 1 each. Ah.
You have a lot of them, but
So
giving
whose
1 each is...
flashback is that?
I don't think that is something that I'll give as a flashback. This is just you guys trying to get information from what you can remember. And this isn't really a memory check. This is more of like a drawing information from a situation you've already had. So it makes sense that it would be like a knowledge-based thing rather than an insight-based thing, because you can't insight something really from that situation if you're... Yeah, I don't need to belabor the point. You get it.
Makes sense. Well, if we're in Bryn Shander...
We could head to that cursed object as I'm talking to Ellen in the... What's the name of the shop again? The Iron Blades thing.
They have a cursed object? I don't remember.
You mean the object that you touched in the fortress that you gave them back for money? That's now theirs.
No, that I think Breker destroyed or took away. I don't know what you did with that.
No.
There's a chest of our cursed items under the dock in Targos.
Yes.
Oh.
We just left those. Speaking of which, you shouldn't be no more touchingness of those things. Leave that shit alone.
We should have left a sign saying "Don't touch some child."
Yeah, so
That'd be
some
really
child
awesome.
can then see the don't touch sign and inevitably touch the thing. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Great idea.
It is locked.
I never touch
There are
things
any
that have a
children
sign that says
party.
"Don't touch" on them. There's definitely never anything
Let's
cool
see.
in there.
No.
Ever.
100%. Yes.
If I found a chest, I would probably try to open it whether it had a sign.
Well, this one's locked and frozen. So,
There you go.
That's it. Black iron blades. They had some kind of curse thing that I told you about.
the cursed item, you already know what it is.
No.
Yes, you do.
Yeah, but
It's Chardolin.
yes, but what do we do? What do we want to do about it? Just leave it there.
Nothing.
I don't really want to do anything with it.
You're like chasing a squirrel.
Well, I mean, we
No,
already
I just
dropped
want
off,
to
right?
remove
If
it
we
from
wanted
harm's
to-
way or kind of thing.
They are the ones that are doing that.
Yeah, I think
They're
we
the
already
shop,
told
and
them
they're
it was
not.
dangerous.
It's not for sale. Yeah, you're the one who's poking around for it.
I'm just saying we should destroy it or something like that.
Good luck.
We can do that, but that is not on our priority list at the.
To be honest, there's so much of it, and we did tell them to just. It is harmful. You need to put this somewhere. If I remember correctly, I think we told them to bury it
Maybe.
because that's the fastest way that
I would rather trust a seasoned armor smith with very dangerous metals than any of you. At least for the time being, because it's extremely heavy and difficult to deal with, and we're in a crisis for about 7 of the 10 towns, maybe more, depending on how many survivors can rebuild.
Okay, so I think what we should do now is try to head towards Haven.
East Haven was the first struck down. There's not going to be nothing left.
No, some of our group wanted to look for the Charlotte.
Cari, you need to move your mic closer, babe.
Some of our group wanted to look for any remnants of the Chardolin thing. Not me. I don't know why.
Well, I'm not going to fuss about, but sure.
It's on the way, so we just figured, we have to go that direction to get to the Goliath anyway.
All right, well, if we're not pit stopping in Bryn Shander, let's be off then. Any opposed?
No, we were already in Bryn Shander, weren't we? Because we had
Yeah.
to go to the tavern.
That's what I said. You wanted to split. You wanted to go leave Bryn Shander to go to East Haven. If you're not doing anything in Bryn Shander, then Velen's saying, let's be off then. Let's get out of here.
I think Vanvalor needs to do his sendings so we can figure out where exactly we're going right after.
We need to have that spoken about. I'm now working, unfortunately, which I love. Don't worry, I'm not tired.
Yeah, we can postpone that, I guess.
I can be part of our.
I mean, I'll do it, but I'll do it.
Hooray.
Like, I'll say I'm doing it, but we can just. I don't need to be involved. in
Who
what's
are you talking
being
to
talked about
here?
because of it? Probably the guy from the Goliath tribe.
What do you
Oh
want to
yeah,
know?
Where to meet up to find them?
we're on our way. So
They will give you. Breker, I don't have this information very quickly accessible, but your note should, as to which tribe he was from. Or maybe Cari, you've got the notes for this, but the Goliath man was from one of the 2 tribes, and the tribes I gave you were also which location they lived in.
I mean, all we have to do is have him message him and say, "Hey, we're gonna come to visit you." Tell us
Cool.
where.
We'll say we'll
And the
expect. We'll be
Goliath was
expecting you.
Wormadoom. The Goliath was Wormadoom. Wormadoom.
So, whatever it is, wherever you guys are going, let me know. But they'll just say,
That's where
if you're
we're
going to
going.
contact them in that respect, then he'll just say, we're expecting you. We'll prepare the feast. How many days out are you?
Are we gonna travel through the east way, or are we gonna go through Dugan's Hole, through Goodmead and all that?
We're going through East Haven. I don't know.
I mean, is there any
Guys,
reason?
that
I
is
wouldn't
true
mind
because it wouldn't make sense to go to because if we went to Goodmead, we'd have to go back up to East Haven, which I think we would have to go back up that way because of the route, probably. So I think we would, even though we're still going back up, we would probably have to go through both of them anyways. Am I reading that map correctly?
Go through what, Cari? You're being vague.
How am I being vague? If we want to go over to the Worm Doom.
Yeah. What about it?
And we want to visit either Goodmead or East Haven, we have to go. From how I'm looking at the map, even if we went to Goodmead, we'd still have to go back up to East Haven following
All of the
road.
yellow dots, you're cutting through something and increasing your time because you're going through the forest.
Right, but skip the yellow dots from Goodmead to East Haven.
You can't skip the yellow dots. You're either going to take...
I'm not gonna skip them.
Listen, Cari, what I'm saying is if you want to get to Goodmead, you got to go this way. Unless you want to take the penalty and try to go through the forest and take a lot more time than taking the roads. So you can either take the roads, go backtrack, and then go back here like this, or you can
That's
go
something we wouldn't do.
straight to East Haven.
We can't do this.
You can do that,
fine.
but you're gonna take you're gonna take the penalty going through for the time constraint if you're on a time constraint. Which I'm just saying, like, if you would like to do that, I'm not gonna say you can't. But if you do, then you're gonna take the penalty going through the forest.
Okay, then I'm going to send it to the others because I don't want to go to either.
Okay.
So I want to hear what
Absolutely.
you guys want to do.
It's not a priority to go see them, but I would like to see them eventually.
We
I'll
saw
stay with
them
you for
though. We saw the leaders of Goodmead in Brinchander already. We've seen
guess
them.
you're
They're
right.
safe.
I suppose I'm being a bit more wishful here, but it's all gone. Okay, we'll go all the way there. If everyone else is okay with that.
We'll go where?
All the way to East Haven.
Okay. We can
If
go through
everyone else
East
is
Haven.
okay.
Any discrepancies amongst the group? No?
Okay.
Okay.
You head straight for East Haven. Cari, go ahead and take the token, my dear.
Oops.
It looks like you're on the measuring tool like I was.
A
There you go.
day would have gone by from all this journeying, wouldn't it?
Mm-hmm. I think so.
So dog sled roads are 3 miles an hour, and you've gone from Targos, which is 8 and 8,
16 hours.
16. No,
Okay,
16
almost
would
a day.
be divided by 3. That's how long it took you to get here.
Right. 5 hours, 20 minutes.
So you guys could potentially bed down here before you take another extensive journey, or you can try to bed down somewhere in the middle of the tundra.
I feel like it'd be...
Either way, as you approach East Haven, you see a desolate site. A completely annihilated city, or rather, town. I will bring up the East Haven map and just so you guys can get a scope of how big it is.
I feel like it'd
When
be
you
safer
roll into
to...
town, it is an edge port, right? So when you wanted to go to the Caer Dinevel and Caer Konig up north, the the path kind of goes through the city or the town, and it ends there because this is the corner of the lake. The lake extends north from this area, and where the arrow is at the top of the town is where you guys were before you went to go retrieve the initial cauldron. You can see complete areas just gone. Like the White Lady Inn, it is a crater. There are streaks about as long as like a city block that are just like a beam. You can see where the beam has just ripped through the ground. There's still frozen bodies that have not been able to be cleaned up here. And every single one of the docks has been destroyed. And you can see that there is fresh ice in certain areas that have been refrozen after certain areas of the ice on the water have been vaporized. In addition, you can see the town hall. Once you get through that area of the town, there does not seem to be many pieces of damage from it, but what you'll see is that all of the doors have been ripped open and everything has been looted.
If all the doors are... So what you're saying about the town hall is that the structure is still there?
Mm-hmm.
So maybe we can rest in there for tonight.
Yeah, if you'd like to. You could even fit the dogs in if you take the sleds kind of apart a little bit. You can bring them in there.
Yeah.
There's also a bunch of homes. If you guys wanted to spread out and just kind of squat in some homes, you could do that. I'm not even going to make you roll for it. Like, this is a ghost town. Everyone that was here either ran off or was killed. And any buildings that are left are going to be sporadic. It's going to be like this very weird warlike scene where you've got these sections of town that are completely untouched, potentially, except for like doors are off their hinges, windows might be cracked, evidences of struggle, bodies might just be laying around in the buildings. Valuables may be gone, drawers might be pulled open. It just looks like people have gone through the whole city, or I keep saying city, the town, and then you go 2 blocks and there's nothing. It just looks like the finger of God just kind of took it out. Like, that's basically just what it looks like. It's a very, very sad scene. One of the 3 gems of 10 towns annihilated in a matter of hours.
I hate how hopeful I'm always. I don't know why I was expecting something.
Living with hope is better than living without it.
Some towns is better than no towns, am I right? It may not be 10 towns anymore, but it's certainly not 0.
At least it's 3 towns. 2 towns?
It might be more. We just have to give them some time to rebuild. And some time to actually have some goddamn daylight around here. As well as some summer warmth. And maybe some food. But if we don't do anything, who will? Not that I care. I want to go to that city. That's exciting.
It actually is. I'm surprised at how excited I am to see it.
Wonders upon wonders in the flying city. And horrors
treasure
abound,
hunt.
I'm sure, but we have to get through those as well. Definitely excited about the prospect. We can find that at the bottom of the ocean, and points at like Breker's new shiny thing on his back. We can find that at the bottom of the ocean, and that in an old run-of-the-mill fortress for dead giants, and points at Goldy. And there sure as hell is way better stuff in there. And much less pokey. Looks at all the little tips on the end of Breker's new trident.
I guess you're right.
That doesn't invalidate your feelings. But
I mean,
just trying to put it
you're right.
into a brighter perspective.
You're right too. I mean,
Yeah.
if I got used to this kind of site, like, what kind of person would I be?
Well, I guess what I'm trying to say is there is some weight to the saying you can look at life half full and half empty, right? Like when you have a 50-50 shot, you're gonna choose, and why choose to be depressed and worrisome all the time? It doesn't mean you're not being stupid. It just means you're choosing not to down.
You're right. Hey, when all this is over,
Hmm.
do you think we should help with the bodies? I have no idea how many there are here.
I mean, when we came in, if you look towards some of the areas have been cleaned out, it looks like it's just taking them some time. I would honestly like to help them, but I think that, all due respect to the families, I think they'd like to have their say.
That being said, I feel like it's 10 Town's job, but I know that you're from 10 Town. Do as you wish.
It's a big ask, but we've got a lot of things to uncover before we can make decisions like that. But you know what, Goldy? You notch that thing in the back of your cap and you think about it. And we'll come back to it.
Don't continue about it. Think about it later.
Exactly. You put a pin in your ideals and you keep them close to the chest. That's what the vest is for.
Okay. Then
maybe they'll
we
protect
should
you.
get some rest.
Many a story of a wizard struck dead in the chest, and the only thing gone is an extra spellbook. And she pulls out a very, very small, old spellbook with a hole in it. Saved my bacon. And even with a hole, it still blocks a punch if you fold it.
Uh-huh.
Not that you have anything to worry about, Mr. Furry. Like punches you in the shoulder.
I mean, I can still get hurt. It's painful. All right, then this maybe we should get some rest. Just do what we gotta do.
Right, I'll get you guys set up. And she goes into some space to go set up her dome for you.
During the rest, I'll continue. Probably if Mesh is probably.
We're missing like every
Mesh
word.
too. Really? I said during my break, I'll probably be working on my tattoo. If I finish up, I'll start.
Your what?
If I finish up, I'll start the tattoo on. If I finish up with my tattoo, I will start the tattoo on Mesh.
Okay, the last word's getting cut off, like, consistently.
Okay.
Okay, so are these normal tattoos or these magic tattoos? What are these?
Just normal. It's
Okay.
the ones that we started last week that are the SOS tattoo.
Got it.
The ones that I'm going to see if we can communicate eventually. I'm going to make them magical. Right now, they're not.
Okay.
And then I'll have to try and put a symbol on Breker's shield and Cal's stuff since they
Sure.
don't want a tattoo.
Okay, you guys can mark another long rest if you like. I don't think it'll have any more mechanical benefits, but if you use any spells, they'll be gone. You guys will take a nice long rest.
Yeah, I'm not sure where she did anything, but
If you have any levels of exhaustion, one of those will be gone. In addition, I'll kick you guys back out to the main map. The rest you feel is a good move, because if the dogs are going to be taking a long journey and you're going to be taking a long journey, you're not the ones to take the brunt of it. They are. So it's a smart move to let them, you know, kind of get ready. You guys stocked up on some food when you're in Brenshander. You're ready to roll. You've got full tundra to get out there. It's a haul. And you're gonna be out without a road in the snow with your dog sleds. And then once you get out to about here in this mountain pass, you're going to have a decision to make with your navigation if you want to go through the mountains this way and try to climb over them, or if you're going to go as a straight shot all the way over here and then go down. That's like 40 miles. And that is half of that. So 40 divided by 2 is how long it'll take hour-wise. Plus navigation and a couple rolls to see if you get stuck in a blizzard.
Can we roll to see which way would probably be wisest? I think that Goldy's our navigator and that is it possible for him to see which
Sure, he can roll survival for this.
Okay. $23.
Wow, okay. Yeah, you would know that based off of your current setup of where you believe Worm Doomcrag to be, if that's your destination, there is a possible... There's two possibilities. One of them is that you might find a similar cave structure in this area here before you get to the settlement. But you also have a slight doubt that there might be a place of residence here, only because the two locations where the Goliath lives are way deeper. And so your guess is either they're up there for safety, or they're up there because the other locations are not safe. Like, what I mean is that they could have made potentially something down there as a temporary hold, but they don't live there. So, like, if you're looking for something temporary, you might find something, but it also just might be dangerous and you won't find anything. It might be animal locations. Second, during your journey, you would be able to hug this river for navigation very easily, and it wouldn't actually penalize you at all by going this route. In fact, if you follow the river, you could probably shave off an hour or two a day.
Awesome.
And the main reason is that, you know, if you pitch close to the river up until a certain point, and you know where the T is on your map, you might just be able to skip across and see if you can just go in a straight line, which is tough, you know, going a couple 100 miles or about 10-20 miles by dog sled. But as long as you guys don't hit a blizzard, you can keep the mountain range that's here in mind as you pass it, and keep going until you hit the river again. And then that's your second navigation point. It goes all the way down to the next area, and you'll just be able to follow that all the way to the mountains. It'll be super easy navigation. Your only catch is if you need to stop, you know where you might be able to stop. And second, if you can make it through blizzards and not get lost, then all of the time you saved won't be punished. But it's kind of a big ask out here. You don't know. The blizzards are come and go. They're not really predictable. But if you're going to try to do this all in one day, it's a fool's errand. You're toast. There's no way. 10 hours out is about pushing your limit. So it's going to be a 2-day journey for sure. But, you know, at the end of the second day, there's something waiting for you. And potentially, if you guys get close enough, and maybe Dallan, if Vanvalor can see you guys are struggling and getting stuck, then you could potentially send a message, and they might be able to meet you in the middle somewhere. You haven't tried that yet. You might be able to pick you up somewhere and help guide you the rest of the way if you get sunk, you know, trying to get up the mountain.
What do you say, Goldy?
That would be your best option. You rolled above 20. So.
I can't come to a decision. You guys, can you guys help me with this?
I liked what you said about the. I'm okay with that. I understand that there's gonna be, probably gonna be snowstorms. It can happen or it couldn't happen. You could have an avalanche in the mountains, you know. I like the idea of the river.
Mm. Okay.
I think we're pretty prepared. We've been through several horrible blizzards.
You know, I'm just not thinking straight.
Yeah.
It just
Are
feels
you
like
okay?
it's just becoming so close to this.
You need a good slap?
The end of it. No. Just I need to focus my mind on something. Something I can whack. I don't know. Just I don't want to lose anyone. Seems like this.
She'll like look at you, bend down, grab some snow, throw a snowball at you.
You just see me just not react. All right, fine. I won't think about it.
Trying to lighten the mood here. My gosh.
Sorry. Like I saw frozen dead bodies. What do you want me to feel?
In the middle of your sentence, you'd be hit by another snowball from Breker.
I've seen frozen dead. Into the mouth.
You
Fine.
would look over and Breker would be making another like snowball and have like 2 more in his hand.
No, I was gonna say you already have like the shielded area with a bunch of
The snow fort.
ammo.
I'm gonna jump back and just grab as much snow as I can and just try and make a big old boulder out of it and toss it at the first person that's gonna
I'm
throw something
backing
at
up.
me. Try your best.
Okay, I'm gonna hop into the snowball fight too, but I'm like backing up away from you.
Do your worst. This is a timed bomb of snow. It'll detonate on impact.
I want to try and hit the ball that you're holding and see if it can, like, all over you. But I don't know if I had to roll for it.
Rob, can we roll for that?
For a snowball fight?
Yes, I want to see if
I'm holding a giant boulder snowboard that I quickly made without any real care, and
Yeah.
she wants to throw a snowboard to see if it will break on me.
Roll initiative.
Okay.
I have my advantage. I will use my advantage. Yeah.
Breker, if you want to jump in, go for it.
19.
For me, it's a
19.
16.
Okay,
What's
all
your
of you
dexterity?
Okay, all of you guys can roll a attack roll
Okay.
at who you want to hit, but you need to add dexterity. And no proficiency is a snowball.
Goldy, you just got hit with a fucking crit, dog.
Do I
didn't
even
get
have to
a crit,
roll
but
anymore? I
I-
feel like I've just been slaughtered.
I rolled an 18 to hit your snowball thing. But you go before me. I'm the last to go. So
If you're
you can
hitting
roll
something
to try and do something.
that he's
But-
holding, Cari, I'm gonna say that that's a +5 to his armor class.
But
So like,
Okay. Okay,
essentially,
okay.
it's like something. If it's something small, if it's something not so small that he's holding, like a big thing, it'd be like a +2. If you're trying to
Well,
hit
yeah,
that.
he's holding like a big thing of snow above his head.
it's not absolutely like
You're
stable.
throwing a snowball at that.
Yeah. I want to see if it's because he went like this, right? So it's like
So-
loose. So I want to like impact it and make it go.
Chef, what did you hit? Me or the giant snowball?
This was like a side of the face smack.
Another one?
mid-sentence.
Oh, okay, so I can't see properly
Oh,
right now.
It was like a soft, fluffy snowball, so it impacted
Okay.
and disintegrated.
Okay, fine.
Well-
I'm gonna
Yeah, you
stack
go
a little
before
bit.
me.
So Goldy
I
gets to
got
go
a
first.
9.
So what did you roll?
+1. It's a 10.
I mean, you're
and
getting
I'm
this
gonna-
stuff going.
Where are you
Then
attacking?
what are you doing?
I
with
mean,
it?
I originally was aiming at you, but I'm kind of like staggered with this ball, and I'm like, I guess I try and throw it where you are at this moment. So I don't know how.
Okay.
I don't know if it actually hit you when you're running
What
away.
did you roll?
10 in total.
My armor class 16, so I'm assuming I'm able to back away.
Yeah, you can dictate how you want.
Okay.
I'm not gonna describe how you want to
I'm
dodge
like
your
backing
snowball.
up and I'm like, oh, and then it like falls next to me, and I look at you, turn around, throw it at Chef. 18 to hit. So probably misses.
Chef doesn't have a shield on, so what's your armor class?
Damage.
Duck. Oh, it does hit you.
Chef,
Like hits square in the chest, and like Chef slowly turns towards him with like 5 snowballs.
Is your
in
AC
it.
a 19 without the shield, right? Yeah. Okay. So yeah, it hits you square.
Yeah.
It makes it, breaks it, but you're just kind of like. And then you just beam
Are we allowed to make
Goldy.
snowballs as other people are initiating? Like, okay, can we just keep making balls?
As an action.
No, I'm not gonna run a combat for you guys to throw snowballs at each other.
I wanted to help. This is a good for morale.
No. You guys can dictate what you guys want to do, but it'll happen. But
Okay.
I'm only gonna run one round of this.
Okay,
Breker
fine.
charges and body slams Cari into the snow.
Breaks the fourth wall. Body slam Cari.
Wait. If you are, as a reaction, as I see you coming towards me, I'm just gonna, as soon as you. Is that an attack action?
Stop looking
It's
at
going to be a
character sheet.
grapple, and the grapple movement that I'm going to make you do is lift you above my head and then into the snowbank.
Okay, so I'll just do cutting words, and I'll be like, You're stupid, let go! But it like doesn't help at all.
I'm still like, I'm still okay. Yes, this is good.
Wait, you're still what?
I'm okay. Like I
Oh,
thought
okay.
people were gonna get the giant ball and just attack me. I'm like, no, it's
Breker
not.
kind of snaps, and Bear, like from behind Goldy, just like lays on him and face plants him into the snow.
Wait,
Goldy?
what?
I'd say Bear's probably having a pretty good time.
I definitely use my teleport out. It's like you grapple me, put me in the ground. You're like, ah!
Breker's
Black
like digging
smoke.
around in the snow looking for you.
It's like the raccoon that's washing his cotton
Yep.
candy.
I'm gonna just take out a certain bag.
I land on top of your
What?
bear sitting. I don't know if bear will try to knock me off or not, but I'm like,
Wait, the bear's on me, so
good
we have
boy.
like a
Yes,
pyramid.
now
of-
you have. I'm not that heavy.
I mean, I'll feel the weight. It's a.
Uh-huh.
No, never mind. That's science. I'm just gonna try and get my bag and just throw out a animal in Chef's direction.
What is it? What is it?
Hold on. Which one is that? Hold on. Which one is that? It's a giant rat.
And you just like, nah.
Just plops in the snow and immediately starts shivering. Just like,
Rat, use tackle.
it like goes over to Chef and then headbutts your shin pads.
Nice.
It's bigger than that.
I'll hop off
Not when you
of
roll an 8.
bear. I'll hop off of bear, walk over with you still under bear, look down at you face to face, and be like, "Feeling better now?
No.
Good." I'll pat you on the head.
Bear
Can you
would
just-
like paw Goldy's face and like slam it back into the snow.
Oh my god! So it's like Cari would be like, and Bear was seeing this like. Bah, bah, bah.
I think I would imagine it being this slow, like, just-
Yeah.
almost like one finger, just like.
Right.
Oh,
Okay.
God.
Let's get going.
I feel like my head got a
The Worm
pounding.
Doom clan.
Yes.
Come, giant rat. We have much shenanigans to do.
He's like
Yeah.
so cold, just like
Okay,
Do it.
Breker, roll me, or sorry, Mesh, roll me a d4.
D4. 4.
Chef, you.
Okay.
Chef, you okay if the rat stays on the bear? For warmth.
What was I rolling, Rob?
That was me.
I would like you, Chef, to roll me a d10.
One.
Where was that in the snowball fight? Honestly.
Devii, roll me another d4.
2.
What are we counting up?
1, 2. Don't
Okay.
tell me it's 2 Yetis.
The bird burst out laughing with his next roll is a 3.
Okay, Dallan starts with telling us that the cat is resuming with the group and summons his saber cat to help with survival for the journey. Thankfully, the cat will be a big benefit here, but Dallan can't talk at the moment. So Vanvalor's cat is around, and you guys load up the sleds and take out for the day. After about an hour of the navigation of sticking to the river, you kind of almost see that in the distance where the mountains are, almost as you're trying to get your bearings to kind of pretty much after an hour, you guys are feeling pretty good. You're like, okay, we got like 9 more hours of this. I think we got a good trajectory going. Let's go. So an hour in, it doesn't take long for the mountains to disappear, and a blizzard has been on top of you in like a matter of minutes. And according to Goldy, again, we're building off of the same check. It is about as fierce as it gets. You can't see the beginning or the end of this, and you have no end in sight.
Gotta
And
stop.
as you guys kind of slow things down, you hear more than just the sound itself of the kind of the wind and where everything is kind of pitching around you and kind of encasing you, almost like you're trying to pop your ears, and it's really tough to navigate. So after a little while inside of this, you guys are trying to just keep your bearings and maybe just stop for like 2 hours. So you guys are just literally doing nothing for 2 hours of trying to like not lose each other and trying to keep your position pointed in the direction you wanted to go initially.
Definitely putting up.
Huh?
Is Valen able to put up a tiny hut for
Not
us?
in a blizzard. She can't. It's too tight to run a ritual in a blizzard. You can't do it. So during this blizzard, she's really struggling with doing anything. And on top of that, the raging winds are really difficult to pick up the next thing, but somehow you start picking up on this. But in the distance, besides the winds, you can also hear another sound. You hear a bunch of them, not just the one that I made, but you can hear multiple sounds of them. And you can't find a source. You're in the middle of a blizzard. They're all around you. and you can kind of see the vague outlines of shapes, but that's about it. What do you do?
I'd like to cast Bless on all of us. Let's see, 3, so I can cast it at 2nd level, and then I'll cast it on Breker, Goldy, Mesh, Chalcedony. Are we rolling for Chalcedony? Because if not, then I'll put it on Velen.
No, Cal. I'm not rolling.
No, Cal. Okay, then the 4th person will be Velen.
Okay.
Wait, how long does that last?
1 minute.
Well, if they're out, we see them all around, and that's.
Have we come to a full stop, or are we still moving?
Yeah, you're
Okay, we
stopped.
have. Okay. Oh boy. What do you think, Breker? Should we put on a defensive position? They're probably trying to assess us.
Breker can't hear you over the storm.
Oh, right, yeah. Forgot about the storm.
But Breker would be grabbing people and pulling them closer together as best as he can.
You know, I think I will. Is this concentration? No. Along with the Bless, I'll also use Emboldening Bond on everybody.
Cari, don't read the actual one. You gotta remember it's yours.
Right, I know. I'm just trying to make sure if they can, if it's just around me or if I have to see them or not. Among people numbering they're within 30 feet of me. So 10 minutes. Okay, so as long as you guys are within 30 feet of me, you can roll a d4 and add the number rolled to an attack roll, an ability roll.
No, Cari. This
a
is different than what we agreed. That is
Huh?
for enemies as a minus. You only get a Bane version of this. You don't get the Blessed version.
Dang
of
it,
this.
we need to write. We need to
Yeah, we
rewrite
do.
this. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, never. Well, I'll still do that
If
then.
you want to do that, anything
so-
that gets within 30
yeah.
feet of you will make a save for that. Okay?
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do.
Okay. Because that's not concentration. This is your channel divinity. What does this look like when you
Yes.
channel divinity, despite the blizzard? What does it look like when you do this?
It almost looks very calm. Like it's like an Eye of a Storm kind of thing where time slows down. And she's like, and it's like the wind slowly calms down, and there's this slow boom emanating from her.
You can kind of see that the snow seems to be mixed with some kind of like black smoke,
Hmm.
but it just slows the movement of the blizzard in an area. Doesn't stop it by any stretch, but it does seem to give you a bit more clarity. And this is when you can hear more of the sounds, like getting clearer.
Can I call out? Well, they can't hear if I call out. Well, we can hear them sniffling.
As
so I
long
can
as you
probably, like...
shout,
Okay.
if you shout, you can be heard.
Then I'll just shout out. Who are you? What do you want?
Okay. As you shout out, "Who are you?" That's when you see that, or hear the sound change. You almost hear like the snarling, just kind of like stop, and the winds pick up and then slow, and then in your little eye of the storm thing, you see 5 half hyena, half humans jump out of the winds at your group, trying to grab anything they can. And because of this, they actually try to grab each of them. There are 5 of them. They all try to grab one of the dogs immediately. And they all seem to be wearing rib cages as hats to kind of shield, like a helmet. And I think, Breker, you are the only one that would recognize what these are. They are gnolls. And all of them have very long and jagged hunted knives, and they reach to plunge. But because you guys are all aware of each other, this is essentially an initiative roll. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to roll 1 initiative for them, and all of you guys get a chance to hit them before they hit your dogs.
Okay. How far away are they from us?
They're on top of you.
Okay.
So
Is this strictly attacking? We can't do anything else but attack?
you can do your initiative, but I'm just saying the initiative roll is so that we can organize this. But they are not attacking you. But you are about... You're realistically only about here when this happens. And... there's
How many of them are again?
Goldy, Ash, and there are 5. I'm going to use Guardian as a placeholder.
They take my puppy, I will kill every single one of them.
Okay, let's just clear this.
Oh, I'm on there twice.
Breker.
Actually,
How are you guys on here
we're
twice?
all on there twice.
Okay. Okay, Mesh, and I'll roll for Van. And
Who are we missing?
Cal.
There's still only 5 of us up here.
Devi's out where you guys are supposed to be.
Berlin.
And Velen
And-
should be...
Right. Yeah. You're right. Excuse me.
The devil did she go? There's 2 of her now. Okay. Mesh, you are first.
Are they kind of in the air? I'm just attacking one of them.
It's a matter of you see them plunging out of the snow immediately, and you're the first to react. What do you do?
Okay, crossbow dagger.
Are you throwing the dagger?
Yes.
Okay.
Crossbow. That will not hit with a natural 2.
What's the
So
total?
crossbow misses for it's my crossbow thing. 9, yeah.
Yeah, no
Crossbow
way.
misses for 9.
All of your range attacks have disadvantage in a blizzard.
Right, so it misses anyway.
Did you roll the dagger?
Is it close enough to run up to them?
Yeah, 100%. You see them coming out and you're reacting first because you're faster.
Okay, so crossbow miss, run up, dagger, advantage with Blackie cancels out the disadvantage, or is it just range attacks?
I'll say it'll cancel the disadvantage, but it doesn't give you sneak attack, unfortunately. Yeah. Actually, yeah, because they haven't got a
With
chance to
Blackie?
move to the dogs yet to give you advantage. But if you've got Blackie with you, it's a gray area because they can't really provide that advantage yet.
You said that disadvantage is on ranged attacks, but then if I go in close, I'm going to do melee, right? Would that work?
Yeah.
Then it would be advantage.
Oh right, yeah, because it's a melee weapon. Yeah, okay,
Yeah,
that
okay.
makes sense. Yeah.
Okay, so second attack is the advantage. That's a good thing I had advantage. 14 plus 8. 22 to hit.
Roll damage.
This is with sneak attack, yeah?
Yeah, you have advantage on the rolls, so.
Okay, so how many d6s do I have now? 4.
Breker, be thinking what you're gonna do.
Seven, 5, 12, 13, 14, 15. 15 plus 5, 20 damage.
You rush at this thing and fire this crossbow over its ears, and you can kind of hear it chipping the bone off of the helmet as it reaches its giant claws and like nasty looking dagger that's all rusted over, and you come from under it and sink your dagger into it with a little bit of distraction from Blackie kind of getting its head go wild at the creature that's on your head, thinking it's a snack. It nips at it, and as it takes that nip, that's your opening. Right under the chin, pinning the jawbone together, and its eyes lights go out, and it is dead, stuck on your dagger. Breker.
It's dead.
I'm going to activate Undertow.
Okay.
I'm going to cast Thunderous Smite. I'm going to get in between me and the closest in the dogs, in the gnolls, and I'm going to smack one of the gnolls.
Okay.
The charged Thunderous Undertow.
Okay, let's see it.
Fuck.
What'd you roll?
1 for a total of 9. Is Devi's Bless still active? Do I get a D4 on that?
Yeah.
Yes.
But a natural 1 is a critical failure, so you can't hit.
You got back-to-back ones.
So what I'll say is, as you run through this mist and you activate, this is your first real go at this thing. And the smite takes, because boy howdy, you are ready with these smites. This is your bread and butter. This is what you've trained military and warrior alike for. And as it takes the charge, it's almost as if when you try to sink it in there, you're worried about hitting the dog because they're so fast to come out of here, and you have a miscall in judgment, and at the last moment when you decide to attack one, instead, you're against your better judgment, you switch to a different target and you sink it into the air, and you just, with frustration, nothing.
All right, I have a second attack. Right? Can I
Yeah.
swing again? Uh, 13 plus a d4. Does a 17 hit?
That's a hit. Roll damage. And I believe I have a save for this.
I don't know if there's a save.
For the smite. What's
Oh,
the...
for the smite?
Yeah.
Yes.
Wisdom?
A strength. Strength or get knocked 10 foot away.
Okay, it is a 13 on the total. For the save. That's what I got. Is that a pass or fail?
Pass.
Okay. So it is not pushed. But I believe it still takes half damage? Or is it just the push?
It... The save only prevents the push.
So roll all your damage up. Mark the spell off.
16 damage. And there's a 300-foot thunderous boom.
Just hear this almost imploding sound in the middle of this orb inside of just all the snow, kind of absorbing the sound, like you're making an incredibly loud sound in a soundproof room. Just instantly dies. The knoll
Breker would
has
also
one of his
add to the
arms
end of
seem to
it,
be
flee.
crushed instantly, just dangerously low, and it just like crazed. You look at this thing and it was like hitting an axe on firewood. Like, it is just brittle. You're hitting something that is just incredibly weak, but it's still going, and it's got a claw out, and it's dropped its dagger because you broke his arm. Let's go. Who's next? Looks like the other gnolls will strike. I'm gonna roll 4 attacks because Mesh killed one.
Don't forget to to subtract.
Cari, would you like to roll separate d4s, or would you like to just roll 1?
One. I can do one
I'm here.
D4.
Tell you what, for this, why don't you roll me...
I can do 5 if you'd like.
Roll me 3, because one of them will miss regardless.
One is 3. We have a 1. We have a 2.
Time out real quick. What are
and
the
we have
AC of the dogs? I forgot. Is it 13? We're using wolf stat blocks, right? It should be 12 or 13 from memory.
13.
Okay, so
Yes.
Cari, if you roll even a 1 on one of these, that will suffice. But so one of them will miss because of your ability, but I do not believe you can stop the other 2, so you don't have to roll.
Oh, okay. Well, I
I
already
rolled double
but-
19s, so you can't.
Okay. Well, I rolled a 1, a 2, and a 3.
Okay, well, any of those can apply
told
to the
you.
one that misses. We'll just say that the smog kind of takes hold on the eyes and fills its nose, which is what you can tell seems to be their primary means of hunting. And in doing so, the dog gets a chance to kind of hop back as it sinks its dagger and claw into the ground. The other 2 sink a claw into the dogs. How many hit points do they have?
11.
Can I do cutting words
On the hit or the damage?
on the hit? Is it too late?
Do you know the total is 19 minus like a 2 is 17, and the dog's AC is...
Well, I did. I haven't done cutting words yet. Cutting words is on -6
It's a D6.
total, right? A D6, 7.
So mean, I
You know,
think it's a
could
possibility you could
work.
stop it. Do you want to try it?
It's not too late. I would like to try.
Yeah, because remember we're using those new bard rules we're trying them out. We're cutting words
Yeah.
after something hits.
5.
5 minus 2, so 7. 19 minus 7 is 12. What's their AC?
13.
Yeah, okay, that makes another one miss. Great job, Cari. So what do you say?
I'll just yell out the dog's name, whichever dog it is. I'm like, no, Fluffy.
Yeah,
What,
it's
do-
just
do
enough
it
of a
to your
window
own
to get
dog.
a little bit more of a distraction
Good
off.
notes.
To get the
Oh,
dog.
okay.
Oh,
So I will just I have that thing up, and I will I'll just more. I'll yell like, no, kind of. But it's gonna come out more with a very spooky-esque sound to it. I'm changing my voice into like the banshee form to make them go, huh?
No.
But you're still saying no, kind of.
No, it's more like a very raspy type. Yeah.
There you go, Cari.
Kind of.
I got you.
so only one is hitting its target now.
So only one hits the target, and that will
Silvery
sink.
barbs.
All right, good luck. Roll your die.
You are re-rolling for your.
Oh, I
You're
see.
taking the lower roll.
Cari, roll that d4 again.
Um, 3.
It's a miss by 1.
Puppies are okay.
So what does the silvery barbs look like, Mesh, when you cast a spell?
So you see a wisp of silvery threads coming out of my fingers, and a small face behind the knoll appears, and it's like sneezes on it and distracts him, and he's like, "Oh shit!"
And Devii has a little bit of a look on these silvery barbs is pretty interesting too, is because they have like almost a thorn-like appearance mixed with like that spider silk, and it just
Yeah.
almost like a little tug on the
Yeah.
claw downwards coming from both that thing and maybe the target, and it just tugs something just enough where it barely grazes the fur, and you just see in this moment of a flurry of claws and daggers, the snow and the smog and the silvery barbs and the words mixing in this tangled mess, and it's just like you can see almost as if someone is tying a knot, and then as they tie the knot is a straight piece of thread, as if the knot disappeared, just making everything nice and calm as we resume to Velen.
I give advantage to myself, I think, or maybe
You skipped me.
Goldie. Yeah, you could get. I was thinking you have reckless, so you might not need it.
Okay,
but
Goldy,
if
sorry.
you want
I
it,
clicked it twice. That's what happened. Go ahead. I double-clicked the icon and it just jumped. Go ahead.
I was thinking to give it to you, but you have reckless. That's what I was thinking. But
Yeah.
sure, you can take it, I guess.
Right. Rob, I can throw the axe and the axe can come back to me, right? That is in play from
I
the
think that's
discussion
what we
had 2
agreed,
weeks
yeah.
ago. Yes, good.
Um,
Okay.
I think I sent it to both you and Breker, so you guys would know best.
Okay, good. Right. So, I'll rage up, and as
We'll give you the disclaimer that if you're going to throw it, it's a disadvantage because you're in a blizzard.
all right, sorry, I will still rage up, and I will leap towards it, and I'm going to use my wondrous great axe for 10.
Are you doing this with advantage for
Oh, well,
reckless?
Oh wait, you also get. Oh no, you don't. Never mind.
Actually, yeah, sorry, I forgot about the reckless. Yeah,
Okay.
that was 11 because I forgot to add 1.
Yeah.
24.
That's a hit. You can roll damage. Are you attacking the already injured one from Breker that broke his
No,
arm, or a
no,
different one? Okay.
A different one. Right. Plus 3. $19.
That's the damage?
Yeah. Because I'm using the new axe.
Oh my
plus
god.
2 from rage, plus 1 because of its extra thing.
Okay.
What?
Yeah,
Anyway,
these things
yeah.
aren't
So,
big,
yeah.
so I don't think you get the giant bonus on these, but yeah.
Okay. I am.
Yeah,
angry.
you just carve a slash into this thing, and it is like I said before, even though you carve it and it's a deep wound, there doesn't seem to be as much blood as you would think. But like, it is a clean swing, and this guy, or whatever it might be, hyena man thing, is just seems like it's swaying in the breeze as it's rasping, alive still. You have another swing.
Damn. Okay. Oh, do I get reckless on the second attack as well?
Once you've declared reckless, you can make it all of your attacks. But once you take the penalty of once you take the bonus, you get the penalty. You might as well take the rest of them, right? Because it's for the rest of the turn.
19.
It's another hit. You do not have to roll damage. How would you like to kill it?
This is not the one with a broken arm. After I've taken a slash, I just pull my axe out and I just thrust it forward, just the opposite way to mimic a nice cross shape, bam, like that.
Yeah, it just finishes the clean wound and it severs the bone. Like, this thing is like a brittle piece of china at this stage. Like, it just breaks. And there's a sizable amount of blood, but again, you're killing the beast or the monster or whatever this thing is, and it just seems like there isn't really much contortion or reaction. It just falls and into the snow. 2 down.
Excellent.
Velen will reach out a spell and whip her hand out of her book and reach for a chill touch, which will basically take the blackened blizzard and try to grab the one that Breker touched by one of the dogs. With a natural 1 will miss.
She
She's like,
does
"I
have
can't
bless.
see
I don't
any
think
of
bless
this."
helps though, does it?
No.
No.
Not on a crit fail. Devii, you're up.
Whenever. Oh, crit fail. Okay.
Devii, you're up.
How many are left?
3.
3.
And one's badly
Okay.
injured.
Then. Then at 3rd level, I would like to cast Cause Fear, so that I can get all 3 of them.
What's your DC?
And well, my DC is a Wisdom 13, but they also have to minus a D4. That means the bless goes away from everybody, though.
That's fine. Okay, Cari, roll your D4 because that's gonna matter.
Do it just 1?
3.
1, 2.
And you need to be very distinct with which one you would like to curse on the roll for the injured one that Breker hit. The other 2 are not struck.
Okay. The injured one is a 2. And then the other 2 have a 2 and a 3.
And your DC is?
13. Because my wisdom isn't as high as my...
I got a 10, an 11, and a 10.
Yay!
So, Cari,
Okay,
how
so...
do you cause fear?
Oh, that's like the big, horrifying visage wings. Like, I'm looking forward at them. It says whatever you can see, so I'm like going like this so I don't see my friends. They it's just like these big crow wings come out from her, and the big gaunt face kind of, it's like a ghostly version of her, kind of goes and gets bigger. So it's like, you know, on top of her. And it looks like it's like flying towards them.
Oh, there we go. It's like this.
Oh, I like
wisp.
the other song.
It's like,
Yeah, and it's moving towards
aura
them.
almost wraps around Devii for a brief moment as the aura becomes something that you guys see as almost like a cape or like a cloak that wraps her, but that's not what the gnolls see. The gnolls see this horrifying visage of a mixture of like this raven and banshee, just hybrid character with these burning eyes of just silver, and they run. You are out of combat. They are booking it.
Nobody can see that because of the blizzard, but
Yeah, exactly.
I immediately start going to each dog. You okay? Are you okay? And then just hug each one.
oh,
Okay? Are you okay?
Dogs do
geez.
seem a little spooked. It does not take
Yeah,
any...
they definitely would have gotten some spook from me.
Yeah. So that's where you guys are at, and what I'll tell you is that you guys bunker down for the next hour, and those cackling creatures do not bother you again. But if you inspect the one that's here, once the blizzard seems to lift, you guys see the gnolls, and Chef, these things probably haven't eaten anything in over a week. They are starving to death. And the blood is not like black, as in they're monstrous blood creatures that have black blood for Goldy's wound, but they are black with malnourishment. Like, not only are they not eating at all, but what they have eaten is not enough to sustain them.
So be thinned, as the word. The blood will be thinned.
Yeah, like Breker could tell you that even though he used a trident and it crushed bone, like it was not a pretty picture.
They can be thankful they were spooked. Instead of
The
dying.
entire hour. The entire hour, I'm just staying with the dogs.
Yeah.
Just with them.
I'm gonna move you guys onto the GM layer. Just hide you for a little bit. But yeah, you guys are basically, you travel for an hour, you go 2 miles, and then you're locked down for 4 more in this blizzard before it finally lifts. And you're back on the riverside. A little spooked, a little tired, but nonetheless lucky that dogs weren't taken out on your journey. If you would like, we can advance you the next 9 down here, and you are now at the 5-hour mark. Would you like to continue?
How are we feeling? Do we feel like we need a rest? Will we take exhaustion if we keep going?
I mean, I'm relatively okay. I don't think anyone got harmed, did they?
I don't believe so. Except the gnolls, of course.
I don't care about them. They try to take our dogs.
Yeah. How's
Don't you?
your rat doing?
Oh, it's fine. I asked it to just play with the dogs a little bit, maybe just like, calm them down.
Rob, if we are not gonna take exhaustion, do you guys want to keep going?
Let's keep going.
Yeah.
I don't see any reason why we shouldn't.
How
Let's keep
much
going.
longer would you
I'd
like
say
to go?
we keep going.
Till it feels like
Sorry?
we should rest.
Okay.
I don't even mind taking exhaustion 1 or 2 levels.
Okay.
Because this is the different exhaustion system, right? So it's not gonna be as bad as the previous way.
I'd rather not be exhausted, but that's fine.
No, although it is a new system, I would rather. But especially for the dog's sake, I think it's important that, like, we when it seems like it's an end of a day, and it's been like 16 hours or something like that.
All right then. Let us rest.
All right. Well, at the end of this like 8 hours of traveling, under normal circumstances, if you guys weren't under a blizzard, you might be able to push for another 2, but you're whipped.
I'm okay. 2 hours isn't different.
The problem is that you're not close enough to see any place to bed down.
We'll have to have the hut.
The hut will
dogs
not
won't
fit
be able to
everything.
come
You'll
in.
need like 2 or 3 huts to make.
The dogs won't be able to come in, but all of us.
You still 2, 3, 6, 7. How many the hut have?
I think 8.
7 or 8.
I feel like it's 8.
I think
don't
we
have
can
the spell.
probably make that work then. With 1, your dogs are gonna be in a bad spot.
Yeah, but we don't really have much of a choice.
If you want to try to take, the exhaustion isn't automatic. Like you make a save and then you might take it.
I mean, they're gonna get more rest bedding down here than they are continuing to walk, even if it's not efficient. What do you guys think?
How far do we think we are from at least the mountain range? Maybe if we can get a few more hours, we could get closer to it and then have at least one-sided cover.
We're by the river now.
Should I roll for that? Give you like a more accurate answer?
I'm gonna just use the previous one. I think you're gonna be about like 2.5 hours away.
From the mountains or
from the mountains to even start looking for a cave, and then you'll have to make a survival check to find one.
I would rather just bed down here, because if we're here by the river, and we'd have to go down to the mountains and then go, we might as well just go straight. Is it getting close to time to have a break?
Yeah, I just want to get you through this section here.
I think everyone should take their dog and just sleep with them tonight, so they'll calm down.
I don't think the dog can fit in our. It can't fit in the hut with us. But you can sleep outside with the dogs.
That won't cause any problems for me, will it?
Do you sleep in the snow every night, Goldy?
Once? No, it wasn't. No. All right, fine. I just don't want to leave the dogs alone outside.
They're not alone. They got each other.
How many huts are we going to use?
I think we only got one.
And bear and the cat.
I'm sleeping
and a rat.
Again.
And a rat.
At least till the morning.
You got a rat friend.
All right. Just keep going down.
I am going to have. This will be representative because I think you have 3 sleds from memory. Is that right? Including Valens, that's 3.
Yep.
All right. I would like Mesh.
Build a triangle.
Mesh and Van and Goldy to please roll a Constitution saving throw to represent each sled of dogs to see if they take a point of exhaustion.
Thank you. Let me see what the dog says. Who's the dog? Con is +1, so D20 +1.
12.
18.
9.
Okay, so one of the sleds will take a point of exhaustion of dogs.
Huh.
Which means essentially that if one fails, then they are going to be slower, more or less, for the next day. So even though 2 of the others passed, you're going to have to take a slight penalty to get there if you want to stay together. Otherwise, you can travel separately.
I'm assuming you don't want us like saying, oh, well, half the dog, like a third of the dogs are tired, so we'll just mix around the sleds so each dog has like one, or each sled has one tired dog that can be supported by the not tired dogs.
Do you want to do that?
Is that yeah?
That's a
Even out,
great
so no one gets
solution.
left behind.
Sure, you can do that. That's like real dog sledding does that. So what you're planning to do is you're going to remix the chemistry. Here's what I'll do is I'll have, since it's such a great idea, I'm going to have Vanvalor roll an animal handling check with advantage. And we'll see if you can pull it off.
Okay.
Or I'm going to
Where's
drive.
my animal?
If you want to do that one instead.
It's a good thing it's with advantage because I got a nat 20 with the second roll.
Whoa, okay, yeah, you're going to take 0 penalties because of your idea. Kind of have a moment of brilliance and a knack for things that you're not, I guess you're not really like having a knack for in general, right? Because you're a bard, kind of have a knack for anything, and you can make it work.
Indirect this.
Sweet.
So yeah, you won't take a penalty, and you guys bed down, and you mark another long rest. You can get your spells back or whatever. And you follow the river for another 10 miles for 5 hours, and we're gonna take a break, or I roll for another encounter.
Oh, good. Yay.
Yay, I only missed the first half.
Are you able to speak now?
Yes. Yeah, everyone's gone. I got rid of them all. Get them out of here. That's the nice thing about, like, my job sucks. Ass. Hey, what's going? 1 sec.
Okay, we'll take a nice break because we got a doozy of an encounter.
I'm gonna get some fruit. We'll be back.
But anyways, like I was saying, my job sucks, but also my employees are not here ever. They go out in the field, and I manage them somewhere else. Which is both good and bad. Sometimes they do stupid things that I need to go save them, and they're like 80 miles away. How's your weekend, Chef?
It's good, man. Should be relaxing compared to some of these past couple weekends. Look at the message I sent you, man.
You sent me a message? Sorry, work. Oh, I fucking love that. That's so fun. The coat is almost exactly what I imagined. That's great.
Yeah, I was doodling Cari's, and she fucking hates hers.
Oh no. Yeah, like, the only difference I would picture is like the lapel things, the little foldy overs. Can't remember what those are called. Would be like a bit bigger, but other than that, like,
Yeah,
No, that looks awesome.
Yeah, I wanted them bigger.
Because in my brain, they fold out and they have tiger fur on the inside, so it's like insulated with that. So when it folds out, that's what shows.
That's a good detail.
No, that looks fucking sick, man. The face is incredibly accurate as well, I will say.
Shut the fuck up.
What? No, I'm just saying. No, I know. Faces are a lot. I was not giving you shit about it.
Yeah, I got a new little toy for myself, one of those drawing tablets, and I've been poking around with it.
Nice.
I've returned.
I've been wanting to commission art for Van, but I don't want to spend money.
Dude, I was looking at a couple of artists from like Reddit D&D, and like for 7 or 8 people, it was like $200 to $300.
Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot.
I thought it would be that much for one person. Have I just been fooling myself?
For my beacon art from Ricardo, if he's accepting commissions, and you're not super picky about it, it was like, I think it was like 150 to 200. But that was not a bust. That was like a full body design thing. And actually,
Yeah,
I think it was
that's what I
closer to
would
like
want if I were to get
150.
it.
If I remember correctly. I can check my PayPal. I don't actually remember. Yeah, I think it was like between, if you find like a more average middling artist, it can be around 75.
Yeah.
Not too bad. I was very worried that encounter was just going to be boring for you guys, but I think I'm starting. Cari, you're muted. Cari muted. Oh no. Is it because you muted? Is it because you muted the microphone and you like turn the volume down? Okay.
Shoes.
Cari said her audio's not working, so she's gonna bump off and on again.
I mean, the encounter, I wouldn't say was boring for me, but I did do not it, so
Yeah,
that's fine. I was busy.
It was like, also, if you were here and I was like, Cari did the fear thing, it makes sense that they had like 2 of them killed and one of them grossly injured, and the fear effect is just the thing that pushes them over to run the fuck away. That makes sense to me.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna do on my turn anyway, just intimidate them away.
Yeah.
So
I figured you would have rolled with it anyways. So
yeah.
Welcome back, Cari.
One of the most faithful things, because they're taking our dogs. I'm like, no.
Yeah, I realize that like if I can run something that's like usually an encounter that you guys can just smash and make it more of a problem solving thing, it's more interesting. You know, because it's like you guys are level like far superior to the starving animals type thing. So, you know what I mean? It's just like I can kick this thing out of here. All right, if everyone's good to go, we can go back into the game. Mesh, are you good to go, buddy?
Yeah, still cleaning, but yeah.
Okay. Alrighty then. Alrighty then. Pick W. That's the wrong song.
I'm sure that's appropriate music for what's about to happen to us.
Dun, dun, dun.
Why am I in this wrong track here? Try this one maybe?
Is our friend here in chat? We have someone who's here every week. I don't remember their name. There's like
not this time, no. But Snooky's here. Or at least was for a little bit.
Nick, if you're here, make yourself be known.
Blink twice.
Luckily today is clear
And type it in.
for the weather. It seems that whatever is around is just the wind that is left on the back of the mountains. rushing down, freezing your flesh, making the nose hairs feel like ice spears on the inside of your nose. The open tundra and the winding path of the river that you are currently navigating is a miserable existence. But nonetheless, throughout the day, there is something out on the tundra. And I would like everyone to roll 1 perception roll.
Sorry, I cut out there. 1 what?
Perception roll, please.
Ah, okay.
17.
21.
12.
21, gang.
All right. I would like Breker to roll me a d8. And Cari to roll me a d8 as well. Just because this gives me an option of choice now that you guys rolled the same thing. I can choose which one I want.
3.
A 2. We both rolled low. 3.
Someone get a 1.
Importantly, I won.
Yeah, but the important thing here is unless we wanted to roll low.
As you guys both scan, the thing that catches your eye is something that is very subtle, but it is a small little poof of snow, essentially like erupting for a brief moment, that almost looks like a snowdrift if it didn't look like it was going straight up instead of being caught by the wind right after. So it's something that's incredibly normal, and you can also see that when you see this, you kind of look to see if any of you in your party members see it, and Breker, you and Devii have your eyes meet after that happens. And I'd say it's probably a good almost 1,000 feet out in the distance. And then as you continue to travel for the next hour, you continue to see different sporadic times where it happens at different areas behind you. And it seems like something is like continually in the back burner somewhere behind you guys as you travel. But you can't quite see what it is because it's so far away.
Did you see that?
We're being followed.
What kind of thing is there something that travels under the snow?
Saw those worms at the Torterra's ship.
Snow shark.
No! I was thinking of like a sandworm, but it's a snow worm.
Oh, well. Worms, fine. But sharks?
Shark
no.
though. Oh wait, didn't we fight
A
the
swarm, if you will.
from Torterra's? Yeah, you're right. But yeah, I guess just keep an eye out for that. I don't know what else to do.
Are you saying it to each other or to all of us?
I'll turn around to you guys and say, looks like something's following us out there. Keep an eye out. Don't know what it is.
Do you still have your lantern?
I do. What color is it?
Roll percentage.
Percentage! Where's my percentage? Yes, here. No. Okay, this is a 10. Oh, that's right, I have 2 d10s on accident here. Oh no, I don't have them on accident. It is a 72.
It's white.
It's white. It's green if there's little peoples, so no little people.
That's less good.
Does it
Yeah.
only detect chewing us, or is it more things in different colors?
That is a good question that I do not know the answer to. As far as I know, when she gave it to me, it was supposed to be just the chewingas.
Remind me to identify that later.
Sure.
I kind of want to find out whether or not she's alive. She was cool.
She might be.
It was in Bryn Shander mostly, so Bryn Shander is untouched.
Well, just keep an eye out. There's gonna be like a p of snow for you guys. So look for the p.
In that moment, it happens again, a little
Like that.
closer, and you all can see it. I would like you all to roll perception check to see if you can see what it is.
Nope. 7.
Nope. 10.
Breker, you got this.
20.
21.
Perfect.
This is about as fitting as a roll as it comes.
Nat 20, so 25.
As the initial phase of you all seeing it, Devii and Devii and Breker being the first two to spot it. Breker pointing it out kind of helps guide a lot of your vision, and those that have kind of more naturally attuned to nature are the ones that really see deep into it. But Breker, it's almost like the angle that you can see it doesn't quite catch the light in your eye this time, so you can actually see what it is. It's a fox. An Arctic fox, fully grown.
Goldy, you get like these like bright shiny eyes.
It's still dwarfed by the size of your dogs, but it is an Arctic fox following you.
Because he has an Arctic fox.
He has a
Shiny.
small
I have
one.
one wrapped around my neck.
He has a very, very small juvenile one.
Juvenile?
That would mean not an adult and not a baby. For those. I'm just kidding.
I mean, I don't know how long it's going by, but can I just talk to Shine and I have to count for 10 minutes? But once I do, can I ask, or rather say, that's a fox out there, much like you, but bigger.
You're saying this in common, not in bee speech, because you have to do it as a ritual for 10 minutes?
I am doing a ritual, but I have to wait 10 minutes to get it
so
ready.
that's the intention. Got it.
Mm-hmm.
Anyone else doing anything for the next 10 minutes while he's going to try to pick up his bee speech ability here?
Wait a minute. We saw our. Was it a wolf or an Arctic fox that rescued the one kid? That was part of the
Dire wolf.
Dire wolf.
Wolf.
Okay.
Or no, it was
Well-
a winter wolf, I think.
Gotcha. Well, in that case, I don't mind having a fox follow us. They're cute.
Yes, but wild foxes are no different to wild wolves.
They're not as scary as wild wolves.
It can still be dangerous. That's why I'm
If you have
asking
chickens,
Shine.
then they're scary.
Giant chickens? Have you fought a giant chicken? No, because
No, I'm
they're
just
all
saying
dead.
a fox is more like a big cat. Not like that big cat. That's a really big cat.
Wait, who are you pointing at?
At Vanvalor's dire cat.
Right,
That's
okay.
one.
Saber.
Yeah. That's a very big.
I mean, you guys know that Van's saber cat could outrun that thing 100 to 1.
Yeah.
Easily. It would run laps around that thing.
Foxes in real life are more just a hazard to like chickens and small animals around a farm.
I'm gonna
Rob.
try doing something, Rob, just to see if it works, not necessarily to like specifically for this situation. I want to use Mage Hand and try to use it behind the last sled to like mess up our trail, like have fingers digging in the snow kind of and mess up the trail a bit.
What are you using
that
to do
possible?
this? Sorry.
Mage hand, is that possible?
Not
Do you think
really,
it's hungry?
no. I mean, that would be effectively like you putting your hand down while you're traveling. You're still leaving a
Ooh.
trail.
Nice sound.
It doesn't do anything different just because it's your hand versus a mage hand.
We could stop because perhaps it's hungry. We could feed it.
I actually want to ask Rob.
Yeah.
Is it? I mean, when we were looking at it, did it seem like it was heading right for us, or is it actually just intersection that just happens to be going in our direction?
Ooh, good question.
Or is it running away from something?
Okay,
That's-
so here's
that's
what
what
I'll
I'm
do
thinking.
is
That's
instead
why
of
I
letting
asked.
everyone roll,
Gotcha.
this is good questions by Devii and
Goldy?
Goldy.
Goldy.
So I
You
will
okay
let
there?
you one of you two to choose either insight and the other can choose survival.
I suck at survival.
I've got +6 on survival and +6. Sorry, what was the other one? Survival and insight. I've got +6 on each. What one would you like to do?
You have more than both of me, but I have a 3 on survival and a 5 on insight. So probably
Then
insight.
I'll pick survival.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, this is not a failure roll. This is a how much info roll.
Oh, okay. Well, I rolled a 7 plus 5. 12.
I got 13. I thought it was a 1 for a second.
Okay.
I actually thought it was a 1.
So
Together we are 25.
I mean,
so I'll say that with
That's
these
not a-
rolls you're not going to get too much. Devii, with your insight, I think the only thing that you actually, you know what? The rolls are so middling. I'm just going to give you one thing for what you can put together.
Well, especially Devii. She hasn't seen a lot of fox.
This fox. Actually, you know what? Instead, because the rolls were bad, I'm going to let you guys choose. Which one would you like? Would you like something more insightful? Or would you like something more direct with the movements of the creature? So intention, insight, movement of the creature's direction.
I think we need insight. We need to know what it's doing.
What? In...
Like
Yeah.
why it's doing it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think we need
Is that what you want to do too, Devii? Or do you guys want to leave it
Yeah,
up to the
yeah.
group? Or okay. How do I describe this and it not be more than a 15?
It's moving.
This thing that is the fox that is following you. Foxes don't normally follow things that are bigger than them.
Mm-hmm.
And that clue shows to you that there is more intelligence there
Mm-hmm.
in the fox than would normally be there, or less, depending on how you look at it. If they're following a bunch of predators.
Hey, villain. Is it possible to have a fox as a familiar, like your hawk?
Excellent question. Let me consult my records.
I mean, it looks kind of big compared to yours, but
As far as I can remember, the
Didn't,
foxes are a bit too weak to really be considered, but have been known to be used in edge cases as familiars, yes?
Didn't Nass have a fox?
Foxy, she had a Arctic
Yeah.
weasel, but yes, same category.
oh, but it wasn't a fox.
Weasels
so this
and the
wouldn't be-
foxes are about the same strength level, so you could potentially make it work if you were able to make your own, essentially, arcane coding. But the foxes are generally less useful than a weasel because, as you know, with familiars...
Felon.
Yes.
Too much details.
Oh, sorry.
Yes.
I'm just covering Shine's ears.
Just
as I'm
the
carrying
idea
Sean.
is that the weasel usefulness is the size. It's good when it's small because you don't want them to be found. Usually, it's for scouting. And a fox, on the other hand, if you're doing some long,
Debbie's just like.
she just goes off and mutters. Yeah.
Okay.
Nice.
She knows she's already overstayed her welcome, but she can't help herself.
Everyone, I think we can introduce this. One, if it were to fight in its state, we could probably kill it easily.
Why would we want to kill it? Why don't you?
Hold on. Second, foxes don't normally come to us, as we've just established, as in to, like come to people or anything like that. So it could possibly be coming to us to give us something, information, or and this is the more likely one. I think so. Something's chasing it, and it's trying to get it to safety. The only one being us. So we could, in fact, be in danger for something else behind the fox that we cannot see. But this is all an assumption on my part.
Do you want to slow down and let it catch up? See what it's doing?
That was the other part I want to ask, and so sorry to really stretch this one roll I did 5 minutes ago. Did I see the fox gaining on us, or just happen to be?
My assumption was that you saw it the first time for about an hour. You stopped for a second to tell the group. You stopped the caravan so Devii and Breker could tell you guys what they saw. As they told you what they saw, you saw it again. And that's when we made the other roll. But you guys are kind of at a halt at the moment. That's how I envision the situation. But if you guys would like to just keep moving and test the waters for the next hour, you can. You can slow your pace, you can increase your pace and see if you want to lose it, or if you want to see if it can gain on you, whatever you want to do. But at the moment, you saw it again, and it hasn't moved since you started your discussion.
I mean, that wasn't how I envisioned it, but I like that version better. I don't know.
Okay.
You guys.
There's another theory that is a little far-fetched, but it could be sensing Shine. Shine was captured by a trapper.
Oh, could that be the mother? Side note, is it 10 minutes? Can I speak to
you
Shine?
can talk to Shine now.
Cool. I'm just gonna tap it and just tell her there is a fox coming straight for us. It's much bigger than you. Are we in danger? Is this someone you might recognize?
Danger? I would be in danger. It's small. You're big. What was the other question?
Is it someone you may recognize?
I can't see it.
You would.
Can you smell it?
No.
Do you want to go see it?
No.
Okay, yeah.
Cari loves it when I roll for random stuff like this.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, unfortunately, Shine isn't really being helpful. She doesn't know too much.
I'll stay warm. Have fun.
Cool. I'm glad you keep my mind in neck warm. I actually truly understand that. Appreciate that. All right, guys. If I may be so bold, I think we should actually go at a slower pace and let it catch up with us. And sorry, what was that, Harry?
No, I'm sorry. I was just gonna say we could just stop and wait, but
Well, I was gonna
been
say
here for like 10-20 minutes now because of this.
We don't know if there is dangerous, so my idea here is that we go at a pace where it will catch up enough that we can assess the situation better. If it is a danger, we can bolt. We can just tell the dogs to just go as fast as we can. But if it's safe, we can slow down, maybe even stop.
this is logical. I like.
Or I could chase it and try to catch it.
it
That's an
seems.
option.
Yeah.
It seems.
could do
I don't want to be led into some kind of trap.
Is it how close is it? Is it within 100
it's about 1,000 feet away.
200?
It's pretty far.
Sorry.
And again, it's about 20 minutes now, because 10 minutes for casting a spell, another 10 minutes discussion points.
Right.
After the second time you saw it, and the little poof where you can kind of see its form, and then it did a little burrow in the snow. You can't see it presently anymore. It was like just that flash, and it hasn't moved because you know where it is now.
Oh, interesting.
It generally is it moving?
No.
So it was like we saw it, and it stopped moving.
I didn't say that, but if that's what you want to infer from that, then sure.
Infer from it, yeah.
I just
Okay.
I just want to make clear that I did not say what
Sorry
Cari is
about
inferring
that.
here.
Yeah, that's what I am thinking.
It's a great theory, Cari, and I'm fine if you want to stand by it, but I'm just saying that I didn't say that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, I've been directing way too much. What do you guys want to do? Do you want to use my plan? Do you want to go after it?
Did
I want to get where we're going.
Shine.
What did you ask Shine?
Shine. I asked her. Do you know that fox? No. Do you know it? But basically, I can't see it. I don't want to see it, and we are bigger than it. So how can it be dead dangerous? That was those were the gist to it. And I'll be honest with you, she ain't wrong. We're maybe being a bit too cautious, but I don't know. Something feels weird here.
I kind of want to go towards it, to be honest. I don't think it's very wise, but I'm really curious.
How about everyone else?
I mean, if we're going to, pardon the pun, instead of a fox, but and every time we see a squirrel, are we gonna go chase it? Or are we gonna go where we need to go?
Never seen a white fox before.
You're kidding. You've never seen a white fox before.
Well, in the
no.
wild.
What is this,
Based
zoo
on
or the
the
wildlife? Like, I mean, I understand it's rare to see
I've seen
something,
this
but
one, and she points to Shine, but she's like, but
yeah,
I only have, like,
Goldy's
really read
quite
about
the wildlife,
foxes.
I'll tell you.
yeah, that.
Hey,
yeah.
I like animals, but I'm the one being cautious
I'm
here
just
because
really
there's
curious.
something
Gosh, it's
weird.
a fox. What is it to see?
Well, exactly. See, I'm not worried, and I've read about foxes, and I want to see one up close.
Van, why
Besides that one.
would a fox
I'm a
come
Vanvalor. I want to
towards
get
us?
where the fuck we're going.
Okay.
We've been very good at wasting time.
I said Van.
Listen, you asked my opinion, I gave it. Normally I don't.
Okay. Let's get on the. Let's go slow, like you said. The original plan of just going slowly, so we
Okay.
can book it.
Okay. Wait. Who has the best perception?
I have a +5.
You have the best passive
Probably
from
you.
memory.
I have 6 perception.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
yours is the highest. Unless Dallan took an expertise on the last level up, or Mesh did, and that I am not aware
Okay.
of.
I'm just saying that in game, like, okay, just all of us, we have to pay attention. Like, if anything's out of the ordinary, the second we see something, say it, and we will do it. Run or stay. Break.
SOS.
1, 2, 3, SOS. Everyone starts charging. No, we're okay. We don't need any help.
One person says songs of some. Oh.
Okay, so you guys go back at a normal pace for a little bit, or slower pace.
Yes.
Okay.
Just enough that we
how
can see.
long are you monitoring the situation?
We'll try for an hour to see if there's any difference.
So I don't think that it's going to be too easy to discern the difference because your initial survival check was pretty bad, but what you can ascertain by going slowly and actively monitoring it this time around is that you can see that the fox definitely is continuing to follow you, but it stays at about the same pace away from you and does not seem to be as easy to follow with your eyes anymore. It seems to be able to hide much more easily now that you're going slower.
But the dogs don't smell it or anything like that.
I
Seem to
mean,
have-
the dogs are well trained, Devii. They're gonna do what you tell them to do.
Gotcha.
Especially with like a big alpha that you guys invested in with
Right.
and then
Well,
like Dallan did the thing where he restructured the order of them so they're not getting tired. Like, you guys are
Only
very well on your way.
the only reason why I asked is because my theory was that maybe it's not actually there, so that's why Shine couldn't smell it.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't think that would really matter too much in this sense. I think you might be reading a bit into it, but you know, if you want to follow that theory a bit more, then maybe. But I mean, the intention is that the dogs are not meant to be something that is really gonna catch a whiff there. That is something that they're gonna be well trained enough to even give you the idea that they can smell it. Although, if you just want to ask them, Goldy's got the spell still going for a little bit into your journey.
Yeah, I'll do that. Do they smell a presence
Yes, they
of
do smell
a
it. We'll just solve
Theory
that problem.
solved? Debug.
Found the
Okay.
loophole. But it's hard for them to smell it because it's not always downwind.
Okay, well, once 1 hour's passed, I'm just say if I saw it, it's not getting any closer. It seems to be keeping a certain distance to us, as if it's keeping up like a perimeter. I don't think it's in danger, but it does will want us with intent. I think we should go. I think we should
Think
just
somebody
leave.
can use it as a spy?
I'm trying to think. Like, are there any, let's call them enemies, that may have some reason to use this to spy on us, to engage with us? But whatever the reason, like,
Maybe a druid? Like an evil druid?
maybe it's not in danger. If it was, it would have come straight for us and try and hide or something. It's keeping its distance. Everything
Well, that's
is
what I'm
within-
saying is maybe if it is like a familiar and evil druids tail us. Debbie's like out deep in the conspiracy theories.
I think we should leave. We should well, I'm gonna tell the dogs to go as not as fast as they can, but on the
Normal
regular run and just go. Everyone with it in agreement?
You're gonna go back to your normal travel pace, or you're gonna go fast pace?
Let's go on the normal pace. Just to see how it reacts.
It does seem to struggle to keep up with you a little bit better, but it's still keeping pace. And anytime you slow down, it's catching up. And in fact, since this is 2 hours, what did you say your passive was?
My passive.
Perception?
Or is it 6? Sorry.
No, passive perception.
Oh, sorry, my bad. 16.
Okay, yeah. Over the next hour, you lose track of it entirely. You cannot seem to find it anywhere. It was following you, and you're not sure if it left or if your eyes are playing tricks on you. You just don't see it anymore or anything. It's not there anymore somehow.
Okay, I think we're in the clear.
It's like you're basically, I can see that you're checking back to see if you can see the puffs of smoke after a while. And then you just wait, where was it?
You know what? The most unnecessary thing that a person can have on travel, when they know something's behind them and suddenly it's gone. It could have gone a different way. It could have decided to stop, but we don't know. All possibilities are available to us. I'm gonna feel
Having
that
it randomly show up means that it's possible back still there.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not very bright out here, and it's a white fox in the white snow, so. Not
I
even.
mean, the second it jumps out, like if it's close enough, we will see it
Yeah.
instantly. But until then, I'm just gonna poke Shine a little bit. Like, really, you didn't care? You're getting way too comfortable around my neck.
He just buries in there. It's like doesn't want to come out. It's too brisk.
Uh,
A cat near a stove. It's like no
Yeah.
thanks.
What is it, that cat type that like puts his paws on his tail?
on his
See what I'm
tail.
talking
Oh
about?
yeah, Cari. Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Puts his little,
Let's see if I can
little
find the
mittens
gift.
under. Yes. All right. I'm gonna fast forward you here, but what I will say is, as you potentially keep your why can I not find this? As you guys kind of keep your pace, and Goldy and Breker maybe, and Dallan, sorry, Vanvalor, are all having their kind of eyes peeled for this fox. It does not seem to be anywhere in sight. But as you are doing this, and the night air, like you guys know that anytime I describe the clear skies and the winds, it's not like blue skies. It's black and stars and darkness. It's a depressing traveling day, with a torch at your sides and stuck into swapping out torches almost every hour on your sleds. It's an annoying task. And as you enter the bowl of mountains, getting close to your destination of Wormdoom Crag, you can start to see more tiny pinpricks of light way up in the mountain now that you're getting closer, thinking that you have found your quarry. And as you get closer, you can start to hear music echoing in the bowl of the kind of belly of the mountains in the valley. And as you kind of look around and get a little excited, Breker, that beam is in the sky again, in the same spot.
I mean, the one we saw
right
a
out in
while
this
ago.
direction. Way out. A pale blue. Straight into the sky.
Was the fox running away in that same direction?
You didn't see it run away.
Is it only Breker that saw it?
I mean, like running towards us.
I'd
No.
say if he wants to, he can share it with you guys again, but I mean, it's unmistakable. It's like you're seeing a brand new opening of a car store in the US.
Yeah.
You know, it's like there's this like the little lights that kind of come and have one and all, buy a used car.
If Devii sees it, she would look right at Velen and say, that over there, beam.
Breker would do a Toy Story style beam.
Wait, so it's not like just in one spot. The beam is moving.
Is it going like a beacon up,
Is it
or
going
is it
straight
you
up,
said the
or
Toy
is
Story
it?
thing? That's why you confused him, because
Yeah, that's why you said that. I'm like, wait, is it moving?
No, it's just stationary.
Okay, that's
Okay.
fine then. I mean, I can see it from here as well once you point it out, but you know.
just think of it as your death location in a modded Minecraft.
We'll have to
Beacon.
go there, won't we?
Beacon, yeah.
As you get
We could
closer
ask
towards
the-
the valley, you get all the way down to this very, very tiny bit down here. And what you see as a group is way down in the valley, there seems to be a massive set of bones on the ground. And it looks that when you get closer to the tip of it, where they're starting to have a oh, here we go. Fresh tracks in the snow make it relatively easy to find the Goliath settlement to Wormdoom Crag on the northern slope of the soaring mountains above you. Following the tracks you can find leads you to a cave, and outside of which the bones of a dragon lie half buried in the snow. And past the remains you can see flickering torches in a pair of tunnels that burrow into the mountain, leading west and south. East of the dragon bones, rough-hewn steps climb to a 20-foot high open-air arena with stone bleachers carved into the eastern walls. Rising from the arena floor are more than a dozen pillars of rock, each seeming to be between 5 to 8 feet tall and about a foot in diameter if you got closer to inspect them.
Cool.
I'm not
kind
sure
of you guys hop off of your sleds here, I'm guessing, to kind of, because you can't take them up the steps really. You have to like get the dogs to go climb up the steps with you guys.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, we'll leave him.
I'll tell Bear to watch the dogs and have him stay down here too.
Probably don't have my rat anymore.
Okay. All at once, as you kind of get through and turn around to go through the area, kind of figuring out how you're going to maneuver around the bones, all of the dogs freeze and don't move. As you can see, 4 tiny, long-haired auroras peeking out from the bones as 4 masks about the size of a thumb around the dragon bones, and 2 of them pop out from the eye sockets. And Devii, the lantern glows green. And that's where we'll pick up next week.
This is the other ones didn't have Aurora hair, right? These ones are different.
Yeah.
Probably some not so good little people.
It's kind of like Snow and Aurora, almost like a troll.
Uh-huh.
Like a little old school,
Yeah.
like 1980s or 1990s troll.
Yeah, I like them, but I'm scared of them.
Yeah. I also didn't want to do too much this week without,
Yeah.
Jodie here, and I don't know. You could keep playing, but
Did we have a long rest after the fight with the gnolls? I can't remember.
We did.
Yeah, we did.
Okay.
but yeah, you'll have a little fun with these things before you can meet up with your good friend Chunalaga, or whatever his name is.
Laga.
Thunlaga, yeah.
Laga, laga. Wait, don't we still have to find what are the 2 Chewinga? If we can summon Chewinga and they come to defend us as the what is it, the Ginyu Force? They were like, nah.
Oh, actually, here you go. I have descriptions for your Chewingas.
Rangers.
Okay.
Chewinga 1 has a white face with a dark triangle painted over one of his eyes. It's fascinated. Oh, I can't say that.
Don't say. What
No, tell us more.
Chewinga 2 has a white face with 2 concentric blue rings around one eye.
Like
so
glasses.
1 and then 1. No, around 1 eye. So it's
Oh,
one big one and one smaller one.
Oh, bullseye.
And
No.
the third one has curly black antenna growing out of its head. So kind of like a little bug almost.
Oh, okay. Oh, 2 of them. Okay.
Yeah, that's what 2 means last I checked.
I didn't hear you say antennas. I heard antenna. Sorry.
Well, it says antennae, which is plural.
Antennae.
Yeah. And Chewinga 4 has a gown made out of pine needles. But I'm canonically giving them the looks that I gave you with the little bit. And to
I
give
like
you a
it.
little bit of here, I'll scan down here. I don't think it really matters. I'll show you the whole like top end of the map. So the section you can't really see, but this is what you can see.
Cool.
Oh,
The
nice.
arena's off on this side of the map here. And then that's the dragon bones that you guys are at right there. Oh.
All right then.
I mean, you'll see the whole camp anyways, but not like this isn't populated with any of the monster tokens or anything. If there's like people there, you don't know where they're at. But yeah, you can see the arenas up there. You can see the bleachers up here. Little
Yeah.
stones. The pillars, rather. Welcome to Worm Dune Crag, mother effers.
I'm excited. I'm glad that we're
Like-
there.
We're at a place where we will not be attacked. Yes, we will, but you know, fingers crossed.
All right. Again, there will not be a game next week. There will be a Community Day Classic on the 5th. Chef, did you say you weren't going to be able to make that week?
I will not be here on the 5th.
Okay. I will talk with the others if they're going to be here on the 5th. There is a Community Day Classic for Stardust, but I'm not really going to be bothered too much. If
We will be out and about on the 5th, though. On the afternoon.
in the afternoon, Cari?
For my clinic visit.
Yeah, but that's fine. That's
Yeah.
just D&D stuff. The 12th is the Teddy Ursa Day, is that right?
Not the 12, I think. Oh, but is hold on, let me check.
It is the 12th at 2 p.m. 2
As
to 5.
okay.
And there's also 3 times Stardust for thing. But that's the 12th. So it will be up to you guys what you're going to be doing for the 12th in Europe. You Europeans, but the evolution window for that is called a full moon. So I guess you can actually evolve all night until the next morning for the evolution. It's really long. But the catching phases is only going to be that 2 to 5 window for regular stuff, and then of course around the gyms that are boosted encounters. So if you want to do that, that's up to you guys to decide. I will let you guys have a couple weeks to do that. I will have pretty much Hell Week the next couple of weeks in a row. So I'll get more information for job stuff after that. I won't personally think that I'll be leaving the the city to go to the next city over to do it. I'm gonna try to convince them to come see me this time around because they've done like 3 or 4 of them and seeing if they could do the good one near me, but that's kind of a copium at the moment. So we shall see what will happen on the 12th, but the 19th it's looking free for a game, and the 26th is also looking free for a game.
My
November.
birthday.
Hey.
So we'll keep
Let
you guys
me write
posted
that
on that,
down.
but that's the general consensus is November the 19th and the 26th. I will most definitely try to I will try to make anything possible to make a 19th be a game if we don't make it on the 12th and the 15th for sure. So if we miss 2 weeks, we will be here the 19th. I will run a game for sure. But I'm keen to run one on the 5th, even if Chef can't make it, if he's okay with that. If
that's
any
fine.
other person misses, like if we're down 2 players or Cari's just not feeling up for staying up late that night, which is like never, Unless she's feeling like deathly ill or I get really, really bad news and I got to talk with my family, then I can run the 5th if you guys want to, but I'm fine with canceling it because Chef's not going to be here.
I can play from home. It's just 13.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
I'll be not super. It's gonna be RP mostly because we're talking to them, right? So
Yeah, it will.
so it's fine then.
But I don't know if I want to make sure that whatever happens on the 5th, Dallan, that you're available. Because this is the Giants. And if you think your character would find this particular tribe being very valuable, I'm fine with pushing it another week so that you can, or another 2 weeks so that you can interact with them. If you really think that your character would be interested in that. But I'll close the stream here. Thank you guys for watching. It's been great having you back. I know it's been a while. All of the VODs have been highlighted and posted, so the VOD work should be ready to go. Hi, Jodie. Welcome in, girl. The game is over for the time being. We ended actually early for a change, which is rare. But I've got a weird day tomorrow. I'm going to try to get a Tapu Fini low friendship trade with someone tomorrow.
Cool.
All right. Thank you guys for watching. You guys are wonderful. It's okay, Jodie. I'll leave the VOD up on my stuff and upload it later. But thank you guys for watching for 80 episodes. Very cool.
Yeah.
I'll try to be back soon. And if you guys talk with Jodie between Mesh and Manjit and about anything, if she doesn't know, I don't remember if Cari told her or not. You guys can feel free to let her know what's going on.
Okay.
Bye, chat. Love you guys. Take care.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.